Welcome to the Resilient AF podcast. I'm Alex Fresh.
I'm Emelia Jackson.
And I'm BennettKnows. We believe everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and we're here to raise the vibration.
You'll hear stories of incredible resilience, manifestation, and what to do when you find that even resilience has a toll.
'Cause a bitch is tired, honey.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, sunshine.
Welcome to Monday.
It's early AF.
Yes, it is. Okay, so
Who's ready to get fucked up with us?
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
All the
Literally.
time.
I feel like there needs to be a different saying for that, because I mean everybody knows what it means, but I hate saying it. It's like so cringe to me when I say it.
Same.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, any excuse to drink. I don't care.
So yes, it is that time of the week. I'm doing my drink of the week, and I'm super excited because I really brought it. Like, I actually brought a good drink.
And you even have like
The mugs.
The actual
I brought,
cups.
because y'all slacked. It's fine. It's
and
fine.
ice and lavender petals.
Yes. So I made a lavender lemonade mule. Tito's, because that's my favorite vodka. And I put a lemon and some lavender and some spray lavender that's edible on the top as garnish.
Ooh.
Oh, so good. Ready?
Fancy.
So here, let's cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
it's so good. And I'm not even gonna lie. I took a
Just-
sip before. I already took a sip.
He snuck a sip.
I snuck a
Bennett.
sip. I snuck a sip and it didn't taste like it had vodka in it.
I mean,
so
I-
I poured a little more vodka in it. and
Did
it
you pour
still-
more in mine?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay,
put
good.
like a shot and a half in each.
It still doesn't
That's
taste like
fine.
there's
It's-
vodka in
It's
it.
fine.
Dangerous.
It's good,
Dangerous.
right?
It's
Delish.
good.
You want another
It's good.
shot?
Yeah, I want to let's just take
Just bring
body
the
shots
bottle.
off of
Body
Alex.
shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Monday
Let's do
morning.
it.
Yeah. I saw her nipples last week, so let's
Right.
take body shots.
We got to top it every
Yeah.
week. So body
Yeah, yeah.
shots.
Yep.
Yes.
Now.
Okay, well, there's a bed right there. I don't know.
I mean,
Let's
there
go.
is, right?
The Gucci. Or no, it's the Louis.
It's a Louis.
Louis.
There's a Louis blanket on it. But if y'all are wondering why there's a bed in our studio, it's because I do Reiki in here. So we don't just have a random bed in our studio where we record the podcast. That would
Right.
be freaky. It'd be fun, but there's a point to it. All right, so let's enjoy this drink and let's talk about our peak and our pit. All right, so Bennett, we'll start off with you, of course, with your peak and pit.
Me and my best friend, we started a manifestation notebook this week.
Oh, hey.
Yes. So basically, I wake up every morning and write down my manifestations.
I love that. What is it?
I don't want to say it because
Okay.
I feel like when you say your manifestations, it's like,
I got you.
you know, there's people out there that,
They got the evil eye.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
or-
They can, yeah. Just protect your energy.
exactly. But there's 3 things on there, and I write, I am, I feel, I see, and I'm going to.
I love that. Do you do the
Amazing.
369 method?
369.
Damn, you fine.
Right, 369. Your mama
Damn you.
is fine. No, I don't do that one.
Yeah,
What is that?
Get low.
Okay, so it's in the morning you write out your manifestation 3 times, in the afternoon you write it 6 times, and then in the evening you do it 9 times.
And
Oh,
each
wow.
sentence has to be 17 seconds long when you write it.
Oh,
specifically.
details. I love
So
it.
you have to like
Details.
time yourself writing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Nikola Tesla made it up, this whole theory, and it's called the law of attraction. So if you write it 369, like Emelia said, for 40 days, and they're 17 seconds long, you know, when you write it out, that's going to come true. And I've done it, actually. I mean, you can manifest easily.
No, honestly, you really can. And like, I think the biggest thing that we forget when we're manifesting is to be absolutely delulu. Like, you have to be.
That's delusional for you guys who didn't know.
Yes, Delulu, our favorite. No, seriously, like you really do,
For real.
because you are going to get exactly what you want. So like if you're just like thinking basic, like you're gonna get that, and then you're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? I could have like manifested like more for myself. You
Oh,
know?
completely.
I think I'm pretty delulu.
I love it.
There's
I
one,
love it.
You know, one of my 3 manifestations is like absolutely out there. So
Good. It better
Amazing.
be.
you'll see when it happens.
Oh.
I'm super excited. So that's my peak, my
Well,
pit.
Bennett, when it happens, tell us.
Okay, yeah, I will.
All right, cool.
Oh, yep. My pit, I just got like these new windshield wipers not too long ago.
That's a big boy thing to do. I love that for you. It's
Right.
grown up.
I wish the guy that put them on was a big boy too. The windshield wipers flew the fuck off. Like,
What the hell?
that's okay.
And so for the other person too, I got hit with it.
But yeah, that was my peak in my pit. What's good with you, Amelia?
Oh, my peak in my pet. My pit. I was really depressed. I was depressed for like 2 days straight, and it was just, I don't know, I don't have like anything to be depressed about. I don't really think like you have to. I think it's just like the chemical imbalance in
Totally.
me was just really chemically imbalanced that day, those
It was-
2 days.
It was chemically imbalancing.
Yes, it definitely the fuck was. And so I was just offline. Like I was isolating.
I could tell.
No,
and you didn't even tell me.
No, yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I feel like it's very apparent because I don't look good. I look like I've been homeless for like 14 days. Like I look
For 14 days.
No, I'm serious because I don't shower. Like I'm just like not great, you know? And then I isolate myself. So like I feel like I look rough, you know, having a rough time. Okay, so that's my pit.
I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You look great.
thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
I told her that this morning. I'm like, you look a bomb.
I'm like, why are you all dolled up right now, doll?
I went out last night.
That's from last night.
This is from
Jesus
last night.
Christ.
Right? She looks
Fucking
great.
A. It looks
The
like you did your
primer.
makeup this morning.
It's the primer, honey.
Whoa. What is it? The Urban Decay?
Yeah, actually it
I
is.
knew it.
And then the elf spray. Yeah. Thanks,
Wow.
thanks.
Well, I have no makeup on, and I feel like an ugly asshole right now.
Oh, I feel disgusting. I feel sweaty and hot.
Okay.
So you're okay. I promise. You're fine.
Oh, the heater's on right there.
Is
next to
that
you.
why I'm like, fucking shit is burning back here? Because I thought I was having a heat stroke, so that's nice.
She's always having a heat stroke,
no, I'm-
for sure.
Honestly, I feel like without even trying, like I manifest that for myself. So now that's how I'm going out. Like it's gonna be a heat stroke.
Oh, no.
My peak was I got Reiki from Alex.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
You sure did.
And it was so fucking good. It was so good.
Oh, thank you.
What is
Thank
Reiki?
you.
Reiki is an energy healing technique. So I was attuned by my master Reiki healer. So I'm a master Reiki healer too. Basically, the universal life force energy flows through me and I heal people with my hands. I'm certified in holy fire too, which I can do with my eyes and my brain. I just remove stuck energy from people, the negative energy that's just stagnant in the body. I can heal people, not like when I say heal, that's on a whole big scale. I can heal people that have injuries or trauma and emotional pain. So it's actually such an amazing thing. I love it. I can actually heal people myself too with my own energy. Anybody can do it, but I don't because it drains my energy. I use the Reiki energy.
It was so good. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, like, honestly, like, when you're depressed, when you get out of it, it's very random and sporadic, at least for me. Like, I just get out of it. And then I feel like a hangover. I just feel like I have to kind of get myself back into the groove. I got to, like, going back to normal life, whatever. So, like, that was, like, a great way to get back into the groove.
Amazing.
It was so good. Like, I felt so much better. I was relaxed. I slept good after.
Yay.
Like, it was lovely.
Well, anytime, boo, come.
Yes.
I need to
I'm
sign up
addicted
too.
now.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
addicted, for sure.
And if anybody else wants some Reiki healing in their life, DM me.
Yeah, no. Fuck meth. I'm going to start doing Reiki 24/7.
Seriously.
Not that I do meth, but like,
No.
I would
But
be addicted
honestly,
to this, to
it
be
does-
honest.
Because like I get the healing energy also when I'm doing it. It feels euphoric. Like
Oh, you can feel it too?
I can, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I feel the energy, and I use tuning forks a lot too because I love my tuning forks, and it feels euphoric like you're on drugs, but you're not. So
You're
yeah,
on
come see
drug
me.
of life.
High on life.
High on energy.
A new type of dealer.
Yeah, watch. It's like up and coming. Reiki's
Yeah.
gonna be a huge thing in like 5 years. Watch, and I'll be
You'll
seasoned.
be like, yeah, I was just going to
Established.
say, yep.
One of the first.
Like fine wine.
There we go.
Pioneer.
All right. Okay. So my peak is I just got back from New York. I went and saw Qveen Herby over the weekend, actually yesterday, and it was, you guys. I'm gonna have to even just talk about this on a different episode because it was so fascinating and magnificent and magical and everything that like I could have hoped for. So I want to tell you more of my experience seeing Qveen Herby for the first time live, singing in my face. It was something like I don't even know the feeling was okay. I can't speak about it anymore
Best
right now.
concert ever.
You'll have to post videos
I don't
later
e-
today
I will.
of the concert.
I don't even care about any artists. I don't care about celebrities. I don't care about who you are, where you're from. If you're A, B, or C, or D, or fucking F, I don't care.
Yeah.
But there's something about Qveen Herby that is different. And my daughter was with me, so I took my daughter Bella.
Oh, I love that.
So it was just such an amazing experience. And she loves Queen too. She's heard, Queen for years because I play it a lot. So she knows a lot of her songs. So, got to go to New York with my daughter. She's going to be 18 in, next month.
Oh,
Holy crap, she's going to be 18.
Big girl, that's
next
crazy.
week. Yeah. So then my pit though is, I didn't have a
you
pit.
didn't have a pit?
I still just feel like I'm on a high from Qveen Herby. So I have no pit in my life right now from last week. And that's what it is. So that's great.
And that's okay.
Okay, so Jasmine is here with us. She's our first guest. Thank you so much for being here with us and for writing in and wanting to share your resilient story with us. So welcome.
Yes, we're so excited to have you.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to be asking you some questions. So you're resilient because of course, trauma. But what was your past job?
I previously was in the sex worker industry.
A 304.
Period.
We love
Wait, what's the 304?
that. You want to say it?
304.
Money and hoes make the world go round.
Okay, so then what does that mean?
I get compensated for my company,
Like an escort, correct?
essentially.
Do you do everything from just like spending time with people up to even going all the way with them or everything in between? What does it mean?
To me personally, I don't do all the extra shit. I will run off on a trick. As soon as the money is in hand, I will act like I gotta go to the hospital and I will dip. Yeah.
So how do you find these people? And how much are they paying you? Or did, because you said that was your past job.
past work. Sex workers, everyone's different. They have different rates that they go by, whether it's hourly, overnight, half hours, whatever the case is, it's all different. Me personally, you started out with an hour with me and it was $500, and that was just to get me there.
Okay, so how do you find these people asking for a friend?
There are websites.
There's websites for it.
Okay.
So you can post on the web, or there's a thing that you can call freelancing.
Obviously, the money's there. You feel me? $500 for 30 minutes. Like, where could I sign up for sure? Other than the money, like, what else led you to decide to do this type of work?
Honestly, I've always been on my own and I've always had my own. At the end of the day, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman outside of the sex work. Even with the sex work, that doesn't make or break me. But it can get you from the ground up. It gets you to where you need to be. And if you are doing the sex work or if you're in that industry, if you stay true to yourself and down for yourself and you stick to your goal, you're not going to be stuck in it forever. So if you get into it, and I got into it with a goal in mind and what I wanted for myself. And once I hit that goal, I cold turkey stopped.
So you used it as a stepping stone, basically, to get you to where you needed to be.
Yeah.
And did you get into any drugs? Did you get into drinking? Did you get into any of that stuff?
I mean, to be honest, I've always been a crazy girl.
Tell us like one of your craziest stories while you were doing this.
I get a lot of foot fetish people. Okay, you guys want to see my feet?
That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Can't spell feet without fees.
But I had a lot of people that I was in Ohio, and I had a guy come like see my feet, and what's crazy, it was he was a dentist, but he literally asked me to walk in my shoes barefoot for like hours before he came, so my feet stunk.
I'm sorry.
So not only pretty feet, but pretty feet that's
Stinking, yeah, but they don't always stink. It was special order, custom made.
I mean, I know about those girls who be bottling their farts and selling them for $1,000.
So he literally laid on the floor, clothes on. I stayed with my clothes on, didn't touch him, nothing. He wanted me to smush his face. He wanted me to like literally hawk a loogie on him. I slapped him. I punched him.
A dentist?
I literally dog walked him around the room. Like
For how much?
He ended up paying me like $2,000.
definitely one of the misconceptions. You feel me? One, I feel like you get the label that like you're nasty, you're dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because you're having sex, but like you just said, you're not really having sex.
I can't say everybody, but majority sex workers are some of the cleanest people and the nicest people I've ever met. I could be an average girl fucking 10 guys for free for nothing and have a STD. A sex worker, you're not gonna catch them doing shit for free or fucking anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yes, we're in the industry, but that doesn't entail what people think.
I think people don't know what the industry entails, right? Like Amelia was saying, there's so many different aspects of sex work, but still, I have an OnlyFans, so apparently to Amelia, I'm in the sex industry, which that's fine. I'm in the sex industry.
To be
me-
honest, I feel like a stay-at-home mom is a sex worker. You're fucking for a place to live.
Also, going back to the misconceptions, you feel me? Even on the other end, it was a dentist, a professional that was coming to see you for like a kink of his.
Yeah.
And I just feel like everybody's doing it, regardless if you're
I
getting
think it's
paid
just
for it or not.
because we're so open with it. There's no like shameness, and then I feel like it's also shamed upon because it's majority married men or men that have a significant other or whatever. They're looking for that fantasy that they're not getting at home. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're essentially a sex worker because what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking for a roof over your head.
And you had sex, and now you have a lot of work to do.
and you're stuck with a kid. Well, your husband's paying an escort, so
And have you seen a lot of married men?
yeah, for sure.
And then does that like make you feel any type of way, or this is your
That's
job?
not my husband at the end of the day. But to be honest, I've always liked girls before I liked men too, so I still hated men. But I personally, I don't see women, and I don't do threesomes.
Okay.
But the sex work.
It's out there. There are females paying for sex as well.
Yeah, there's also, you think it's not just women that are sex workers, that are sex workers, I mean.
Were you asking, is there women that pay her for her time?
Just in general, because just I'm the only guy in the room, and everyone's like, "Oh, hey guys," but like also there's females that pay for sex as well.
Yeah, no, there for sure is. And like me personally, when I was in the industry, I got a lot of couples.
Oh,
Yeah, I did get a lot of couples.
Yeah.
So, okay, you wouldn't have sex with them then. Did you ever do
I will play dead before I have to.
but you wouldn't actually do like anything sexual at all with anybody?
I mean, to me, on it, when I deal with somebody and I like, I can't keep finessing them or like playing it off, and they're like, all right, I paid you for this and you, whatever, I kind of just like always try to beat around the bush, and I don't do any of the extra stuff. And a lot of these girls, it's sad because the girls that don't have like the proper guidance, or they're doing it because they absolutely have to, so they're collecting any type of money they can get, like, and they're doing the most, which is really dangerous at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. It's really dangerous. Like, this industry is dangerous if you aren't doing it right.
How do you learn then to do it right?
The game is sold, not told.
Yeah, I feel like you either have it or you don't. It's kind of like how in the previous podcast I talked about you either can be a dancer or you can't. Like, it's either meant for you or it's just not.
Yeah. When these guys are asking me something crazy, they're like, okay, I want to get down to the nitty gritty or whatever, I'll be like, oh, babe, like, you didn't read the fine print. Like, I don't do that. Sorry. Money's already in here.
Like, has anybody gotten pissed at you?
Yeah, but it is dangerous. And, like, knock on wood, and I'm very thankful nothing's happened to me, because there are some people out there that they will really try women. Like, you have to stand the ground, and when you come face to face with somebody you are meeting, you kind of have to set the tone for yourself, because a man can smell it on you from a mile away. They can take advantage of you or take control. And I don't let that shit slide.
Obviously, you being someone that's like in the fine print, I ain't doing any of the extra shit. You have to have like some type of morals for yourself. You got to be like a strong woman to like stand for yourself in this industry.
If you are in the industry, you don't have morals. But no, like I said, this industry, some of like the cleanest, sweetest, nicest women I have met. Like, I've came across. Yes, there are some that are just like, not to like shame other women that, maybe they don't have a choice, so they got to do a little extra stuff, but there has been times that, someone has tried to get upset with me. But if I'm like, in a hotel room and they come to me, certain places, I won't go to other people. Like, you have to come to me. I will run out the hallway naked and start screaming. Mm-hmm. Like, I do not care. Like,
safety. It's your number one priority.
If they start trying to test me and they think, because I don't want to get caught, whatever, I will scream, I will bang my head against the wall, I will stand outside naked, I will run up and down the hallway naked, I will follow you to your car if you try to run out on me. You're not getting away.
No, and just to go back to what you said about sex workers have been some of the nicest women that you have ever met. I can even attest to that. The kindest women ever. They don't judge you. I don't know. It's just, they're so kind. They really are. So I completely agree with that. So has being in the sex industry, has that affected your personal relationships at all?
I wouldn't say like with my partner, no, but like I'm really just turned off by like, I wouldn't even say men, and women too, because when you do this, you come across so many people, and it'll be crazy, because it'll be like somebody with like the most beautiful wife or have it all, and they want to pay somebody, and it embeds something else in your head that kind of makes you like fucking hate humanity, because you're really different. Like, you're really doing this when you have it all. I feel like it's made me a cold person, but in a good way, because you're not about to bamboozle me.
So do you think that like in the future, if you were to be with a man forever or whatever, that you would have a hard time trusting them, if at all, like 100%? Or because like when people say they
I'm looking his number up on everything.
Oh well, yeah,
because there's an app where girls leave reviews if you've paid for coochie before. I'm gonna look up your
My
number.
ex-
I'm just kidding. You can look it up, but if they're like good clients, girls don't say nothing, but they will. It's like a bad client, like people will.
Oh, he was a
description.
cheap ass client, so he's probably
If
he's
they,
got
like
bad
girls,
Yelp reviews. Or
yeah, you can look it up. I look up everybody's number.
can I ask you something?
What?
Have you ever had a pimp?
I did, but I ran off on him.
So, okay, for those who don't know what a pimp is, explain what a pimp is.
Guidance, protection. It's not a relationship, but it's like, you know, when you are a normal relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, a woman wants a man that leads. Even whether you're independent or not, you still want a man that leads.
Right.
And so you can follow him. And that's kind of how it is in the game too. So back in the day before like these 2023 pimps, it was a good thing. They protected you. They provided, they took care of you, you know, whether you're giving him the money or not, and you guys are doing it for the benefit of the both of you, you were taken care of. You had a home, your kids were fed, your family was good, you were straight, you weren't wanting for nothing. Nowadays, these boys or men want to claim to be pimps and they know what they're doing and, you know, everything under the sun, but they're not even taking care or holding up their end. And it's like the girls coming back giving their money, but they don't have the rent to pay. So, no, I
Nobody
don't
needs no
pimp.
pimp.
Right.
Exactly.
So, if you had to, would you go back?
If the price is right.
Is there anything that you would like to say before we wrap up? Anything that you would like people to know about the industry or not? Or any last words?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm resilient because I really go through everything on my own. I make everything happen for myself. And whatever people look at sex work as, I've never let it like define who I am today. Because I'll still go bust a day after this. I don't care what people think. Because at the end of the day, you're not fucking me. You're not paying my bills. You're not doing nothing for me. So what business do you have speaking on me? The modern day house mom was an escort. So
Controversial.
I love it. The moms.
That's the biggest gem.
like technically, like if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of like paying somebody,
For
everybody does it.
something
Yeah, everybody does
rate.
it.
Sometimes it is transactional. You feel me?
Everything's transactional because it's like, say you go to a restaurant and a man just thinks you're pretty, he's gonna tip you more.
Yeah.
Just because you're pretty and you're buying food,
You think I'm pretty? You want to see me naked? You're
he's gonna cough it
gonna
up.
pay some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for being our first, because it's going to show a lot of people that they too can come on and share their story and be in a safe environment.
I'll send you my Venmo so you can send my fee. Just kidding.
Well, I would say give us your @Jasmine, but you're staying anonymous. So if you want to come on our podcast and share your story, you can do as well. Just write into us at ResilientAF3 on Instagram. Or Emelia, what is the email that they can email to?
resilientaf3@gmail.com.
You heard it here. All right, and that was your resilient story for the week.
Thanks for having me.
All right, it's that time. It's a conspiracy time. And I made up a name for this one, the play on words. And Emelia already knows the conspiracy I'm doing, but you don't, Bennett. So the name that I named it is Simply Conspiracy. Simply Conspiracy.
Like simping, like you
Not
know, like
s-
if people are simping.
Not like that, but
Like
Sim-
think of
like
you're wearing one of the colors that they are.
the Simply Conspiracy.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
There
Simpsons.
you
Simpsons.
go.
Yep, because
There
they have
you
the yellow
go.
one. Yep,
Yes.
yep. The Simpsons.
Yep.
Bum, bum,
Yo.
bum, bum. Wait,
This-
what's the controversy?
This conspiracy is nuts.
Or the conspiracy?
Conspiracy.
yeah.
Not the controversy hour.
Controversial hour. Oh hell no, we're not doing that.
This is so controversial. Yeah, the
Kind of.
conspiracy with The Simpsons is the writers or the writer has predicted a lot of things that have come true. And it's been on air for decades. So when they first started predicting things that happened, it was like, wait, what? But now it's been like 20 years and they predicted a lot. And there's still a lot that they put in the program that could happen in the future. That's scary. But they have predicted the coronavirus, Trump being
And
president.
it's being president. So this was like years before he even started running for president, and the shot is literally like side by side, shot by shot.
Shut up.
It's
legit.
identical.
That's
identical.
crazy.
And so, and then they predicted the Kobe Bryant, the helicopter crashing.
They also predicted
I would've
Lady
been-
Gaga at the Super Bowl, like how she flew around.
Yeah, The Simpsons.
Really?
Yeah, it was on The Simpsons 10 years before she actually did it. And so they predicted like, so many more things.
I would have been pissed. Why the fuck would you put that in
He
there?
didn't die in it though. The helicopter crashed. He got out of the helicopter and he had like these awards that he won in his hand. And somebody was trying to steal them from him.
Do you think that's actually what happened? And like he might
Or
be alive
it could
or
be like
something?
patents. It could be stuff that he's working on, not actual awards, but it could be something that he was working on that was why he was killed.
like they don't want him to have that type of power or whatever came with whatever he was protecting.
He was working on a lot.
Was
when
he?
He passed away, yeah. And he was working on things that were like going to be a big deal.
Like health stuff?
I can't remember, but there was like one project that he was working on that people didn't want him to do and like other people were trying to steal.
Oh
Yikes.
my God.
So the Simpsons have predicted so much stuff. So so I think everybody can predict the future because everybody just is held down by the vibration. They don't know, and telepathy and clairvoyance and all of that is real. And so I'm just kind of confused. Like, is this guy, the writer of The Simpsons, just very in tune with, you know, his clairvoyance and being able to see the future, or is he a time traveler, or what the hell is going on? Who is this guy?
I heard he's a time traveler. So like he traveled back and forth in time. So
Wait, for real?
Legit. Like that's part of the conspiracy, is that the writer is a time traveler and he seen a bunch of stuff happening and he put it in The Simpsons. So basically The Simpsons is what he's seen during his travels. Yeah.
How did he remember all of that? I think he
down.
wrote it down.
He wrote
You
it down.
can bring it
I
with
mean,
you.
when
he
you're a
drew it.
freaking time traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All you have is time. And it goes back to like what you were saying about like the good karma and the bad karma. Remember you were talking
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah,
that?
say the whole thing.
Okay, so what if Donald Trump is a part of that though too?
That's
because
what I think. That's
Nikola
what-
Tesla, he's the one that made the machines to go back in time and forward in time, right? Okay, so there's this theory that because he died randomly, didn't he,
Yeah,
or
he
something?
died, yeah.
And he left all of his paperwork behind. And if you look at it, in the building that he left the paperwork behind, the building was owned, or no, the paperwork was found by Donald Trump's great-great-great-grandfather. So Dr. John G. Trump, an electrical engineer with the National Defense Research Committee of the Office of Scientific Research, was called in to analyze the Tesla papers in the OAP custody following the 3-day investigation. Dr. Trump, so he saw all of those papers that Nikola Tesla left behind. So what if he passes down those papers to each person in his family, and Donald Trump has those, and he's like, okay, I'm going to use these. I'm going to have someone go back in time, and then I'm going to have the Simpsons put it out there because they're basically like brainwashing us into thinking this is already okay.
Oh my God.
But they already planned it a long time
They already planned it a long time ago.
We're onto something.
Maybe with the Simpsons, because remember when I talked about in the previous podcast how like celebrities and people of power, they have to basically throw it in our face to get like good karma points or whatever. So what if the Simpsons is doing that?
Oh, cool. Yeah, totally.
Like in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe they're like trying, and they're also trying to disguise it as, oh, it's a cartoon, like it's not real. And then, but at the same time, they're gaining their good karma points because they're technically telling us, but we're just choosing not to open our third eye and believe it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
I believe both of those.
Yeah.
Like he's a time traveler and he was hired by them to, you know, be the one that's in charge of like the good karma points. Like, all right, well, you know what's going to happen. So put it in a cartoon so we could tell everyone and get these good karma points, and we'll pay you to be part of this.
Or he's part of them.
Or he's part of
He started it.
Yeah.
started it.
Or
Who
he's
knows?
the Illuminati.
Probably.
So we want to hear, though, like what you think about this conspiracy. How are they predicting all of this? It's wild. I don't even watch The Simpsons, but I hear about it all the time when they predict stuff. Like it's all over TikTok.
And it happens.
So hit us up on Instagram at ResilientAF3 and let us know what you think about The Simpsons. Yeah, that's about it for today, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in again.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
I love you.
Make sure you go make yourself a lavender lemonade Moscow Mule tonight.
And get fucked
Or this
up
morning.
without even knowing it. That shit
Not
was
now.
strong without even knowing it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it was
delish,
good.
right? I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
make it every week.
My Monday's about to be lit.
It is. I feel like you roofied me without. I know you didn't, but like.
Yo, I only put a shot and a half. Bennett was the one who
But it-
continued to add the alcohol.
And it also has lavender in it, so I'm gonna be sleeping. Done. Baby roofie right there. That's what you use on babies. Is lavender spray. You just
Really?
yeah. You spray that. They're fucking out.
I did not know that.
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's calming.
I have like
Chloroform, baby chloroform. That's what we call it. Yeah, because
Wow.
they're out. Done.
Good
Whiskey
to know.
helps too.
Yeah, you can do it with dogs and cats too.
Not whiskey.
Whiskey.
That was only
Yeah,
like
like you put it on their gums. They used to say
Well,
that. Like,
Oh, back
like
in
when
the
they're
day.
teething.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Now
It's
it's just
a numbing.
arnica gel you put
I mean,
on there.
yeah, exactly. If you did it now, you'd be going to prison for life.
CPS. Where are you?
why is everyone alcoholics?
All right. Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram at ResilientAF3. I'm at that Dreas.
I'm at Emelia Jackson 94.
And I'm at BennettKnows.
Hey.
Bye.